Geeks Around talks Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm your host, Matt Moore, and we are here to talk One Door Closes, and which, in my opinion, was probably one of the most solid episodes we've seen in a little while of Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Let's introduce the panel. Charles, what did you think?
I loved it. I mean, most of the episodes during the second half of Season 2 have been great. In my opinion, they've been great, but this one is by far the best episode of this season.
Outstanding. Good to hear it. How about you, Isaiah? What do you think? You hated it, didn't you?
No, I liked the episode.
He
what it
hated
was,
it.
But shut up. Thank you. But the whole real S.H.I.E.L.D. factor kind of pissed me off. That's the only thing that kept me liking this. That kept me from loving this episode. That real S.H.I.E.L.D. that plot line was just, ugh.
All right. And
You know
last but certainly not least, we have Lou Rod. How you doing, Lou Rod? And what do you think of the episode?
I'm good, and I mean Commander Adama was excellent in this episode.
Gonzalez. His name is Agent Gonzalez.
Who cares? He's
he's Commander Adama. He absolutely is Commander Adama.
I don't care.
He reminded me so much of Commander Adama. He was always on the ground.
And it doesn't help that Lucy Lawless, which is one of the freaking Cylons, was in this episode as well.
Was she Xenon or was that another person? That was another person.
She was.
I don't remember. That's just it. She would have gone by multiple names because she was a fucking Cylon. She was a skin job.
Oh.
She was left on old Earth that was already nuked.
So is this old Earth or is this new Earth?
I don't know. Maybe we'll discuss that after the hangout. All right. So of course we start off the episode fast, and then it just gets faster. Of course, we start out with like 6 months ago on Captain America: Winter Soldier. And they're like taking a battleship over or some shit that Commander Adama is in charge of.
Right.
I think that particular ship is known as the Iliad, if I remember correctly.
Yes,
it's
but
something
also,
like that. It's something like that.
Yeah.
But apparently that particular ship had a lot of fucking cool secrets, but they never told us what those secrets were.
Right. I
Or
understand.
maybe a cool weapon. I don't know, but they were pretty adamant not to allow the ship to be taken over.
Ultron, maybe? We don't know.
No, damn Ultron. Only the real S.H.I.E.L.D. knows who was on that ship.
Is it Bruce Banner?
No!
Abomination?
No!
Hey, you never know sometimes.
The only thing I got from what that cargo on the ship was other enhanced people.
Like who? Like humans?
Maybe Inhumans?
No, this is interesting because I did not catch that at all. Where did you get that, Charles?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's just during the focus of the episode was about the whole real S.H.I.E.L.D. thing, but then there was also that thing about Sky and the Inhumans. Since Inhumans is the big thing during the second half of Season 2, I was suspecting that what they had on that ship was what they labeled enhanced people or possibly Inhumans, and they would try to protect them from bad guys like Hydra.
All right, Charles. Might I respond with that's a whole lot of Isaiah knowledge and Isaiah logic.
Yep.
Which is to say, you completely bullshitted that entire assumption.
Drink in the Isaiah logic. Drink it all in.
If anything, they just had a bunch of advanced weaponry on the ship.
Yeah, but
I mean, it is possible that
they mentioned that cargo a crap ton of times, a lot. They mentioned that cargo a lot. So I think whatever that cargo is, it's important. If it was important, if that cargo is important, it is not your run-of-the-mill weapons. It isn't. It's something more.
It could be a Transformer.
I
love doing that so much. I love to make them all speechless, like, damn it, Isaiah.
So yeah, there ends up being that we meet the earliest version of Mack we've ever seen. because we've never seen him before this point in the storyline. And he seems a little greener around the gills than he is now. He seems uncomfortable with the guns in his hands. At least
like
me, that's how I saw it. Is he just seems, I don't know, like people like Bobbi Morse and Hartley, and them, they seem to be much more comfortable with the whole like killing people, fighting people thing.
What do you expect? He's a chief engineer. He doesn't want to.
Right, but again, look like this. Hydra took out his own people, and they're all like the people he knew that was friends with Hydra. So he said, "Well, if I can overlook this one time killing Hydra, so fuck it, kill all Hydra," which it really was, killing all Hydra.
That actually reminds me of something we had talked about before, is whether or not Hydra is still associated with the Nazi Party. And in this episode, they confirm that they are indeed still associated with the Nazi Party.
They still are, yeah.
It was on TV, and dude got pissed off that they acknowledged it.
Right. And plus, have you guys ever noticed that the whole, like, Captain America's films have had more effect on S.H.I.E.L.D. itself than other films? Like, yes, you got Thor, yes, you got Iron Man, but for some odd reason, Captain America has more roots set into the S.H.I.E.L.D. Universe than
It's supposed to.
Yeah, but that's like really interesting.
The other movies don't. Just watch them and you could already tell. With the exception of the first Thor movie, which has some remnants of S.H.I.E.L.D. in it. I mean, come on, Isaiah. Even your logic should know that.
I was asking a question, Lou, so don't be such a prick. That's Whedon's job to be a prick, not your job.
The question should have been defined a little better, dude. Yeah, Captain America has more ties to S.H.I.E.L.D., not the other guys. Well, with the exception of Tony, because Tony just likes to shit on everyone.
But that's the thing about it. Like, you got Tony Stark, who should have more influence on the show, but it's actually Captain America who has more influence on the show.
Well, that's just it. Is while I agree with you currently, Isaiah, not overall, I think that Tony Stark will have a much bigger hand in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Maybe after the events of Age of Ultron. I think that once he ends up, basically once it kicks off towards Secret Wars, I think Tony's going to have a huge hand in it, and I think that it might tear apart S.H.I.E.L.D. because you're going to have everyone who's all like, you know what, Captain America's right, it's freaking Captain America. I'm following Captain America because it's Captain America. You're stupid if you don't. And everyone else is like, yeah, but we're trying for transparency here. We want everybody to know what's going on. We're not trying to have secrets here. I think this might tear S.H.I.E.L.D. apart. So I think Tony Stark is going to have a much bigger hand in events after maybe Age of Ultron. It might be even a little after that. It might take a little bit, but I think he's going to become a big deal soon.
So who's going to be right this time? Will it be Captain America or Iron Man?
I'm sorry. I read Secret Wars. Neither fucking side was right. Neither side.
You mean Civil War,
And that was the point. And that was the point.
You mean Civil War.
What did I say? Oh, I said Secret Wars, didn't I? You know what I meant. Yeah. Civil War.
Don't you think
I think I said Secret Wars twice. I meant Civil War. But yeah, that was the whole point of Civil War, is neither side was right.
Don't you feel that the whole Civil War is going to be up to the audience's perception of who's right and wrong?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But no one's 100% right. I mean...
Well, I side with Tony because he has the money.
Well, you can
I
say
side
that,
with Captain America.
Well, it's really hard to say because they're both... Because what they're fighting for is actually what they thought is right. Not because they think which one is right or not, but they actually personally think it's right. But them fighting tooth and nail because they want to know the secrets of all the superheroes, and Captain America says no because what if a government agent goes rogue and knows all the secrets of all the superheroes' names and just makes they go after their families? That's one of the big issues too. And it was just so it was like NSA type scenario. It's like more security.
Well, that's just it. Is the Civil War in the comics was very much like the actual Civil War. You have personal liberties of these superheroes versus like basically protecting people against these superheroes. Is protecting these people against themselves, as it were, and therefore making rules for them so they don't fuck up.
Right.
And, so yeah, I mean.
Yeah, like the government like keeps before Marvel had a big change. The government keeps tabs of all the mutants. So does S.H.I.E.L.D. And they do have Sentinel programs too. Make sure that any mutants go out of hand, they always bring the Sentinels out, and they're no joke either.
So I think that storyline is going to affect S.H.I.E.L.D. I think that it's going to probably tear quite a bit apart.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So we'll see. But in any case, back to the actual storyline. So we have this story going on to where Mack and Hartley and Bobbi Morse, they're running through the ship, and they decide that they're going to blow it up, and then they realize, you know what? Fury's not here anymore.
Fury's dead.
Have a chance to, and we have a chance to save the ship. So let's save the ship. And then the whole point is they take that very same idea of Fury's not here, so you know what? We're going to make our own rules, and we're going to create our own S.H.I.E.L.D. Fuck what Fury said before. And that's what they do. And then for them to call themselves the real S.H.I.E.L.D., even though they're the ones who are being traitorous fucking bastards.
Yeah, pretty much. Right, it's like you could have called Coulson.
Hey, stop making fun of the Expendables, dude.
I mean, seriously. I mean, they're fucking going, fuck what we were told before. We're gonna do our own thing, and the people that are supposed to be doing it, they're the ones in the wrong.
Right.
Like, how does that make sense?
Right, and also Nick Fury, like he's a master of all spies. There was a reason why he said the ship needs to go down for a good reason. It wasn't supposed to be alive or anything like that. It shouldn't be in Tiger in nobody's hands. It should be destroyed. So taking that, disobeying Nick Fury and also taking that over that ship is not just like disobeying an order. It's actually you're just going rogue. You're not S.H.I.E.L.D. You're just a rogue organization. You're not S.H.I.E.L.D. at all. You're pretending to be S.H.I.E.L.D.
But you do realize, Isaiah, they're still on that ship. They took the ship over and then they repaired the ship because they're still on that ship. Yeah, so whatever they were protecting to begin with is still on that ship.
But what happens if someone actually takes it over? What about a rogue person? What about someone who's like someone anywhere besides Hydra or anyone else, like a superpowered person got into there?
I get what you're saying as far as the rogueness, but in reality, who's to say that they're rogue? You're damned if you do, damned if you don't scenario between Coulson and Commander Adama.
Right. But
they feel each is right, but in reality, they don't know who's really right. And then Fury, like Adama said, he trusted Coulson to I wouldn't say to be his like number two because I think Maria Hill was his number two. But he trusted
number two.
See, he gave Coulson all the secrets because he knew Coulson would probably rebuild S.H.I.E.L.D. in a different light and not be as conniving as he was.
Yeah.
I wasn't conniving, but
no, I think he wanted someone who could rebuild S.H.I.E.L.D. not only in infrastructure but also rebuild its reputation. Right. And that's just it. That takes a person who not only has a heart, but that heart is very evident in every interaction that he has, right. And that's Coulson. That is not Commander Adama. And I refuse to call Commander Adama by his character's name. He's Commander Adama.
But also, very quickly, I'll make this very quick. Though.
He's Adama.
Let me talk. Thank you. Make this very quick. I want to say Coulson's not really Nick Fury's second person to him. It's like he's almost like family towards Nick Fury because Nick Fury moved the heavens and earth to bring him back to life. That means a lot more than anyone else in all of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, yes, Mary Hill is number two, but Coulson was like family too. It was like your brother or anyone else in your own family that you wanted someone back to life. So Nick Fury looks at Coulson as one of his own family members. So that was pretty much an important person to his own life. And he thought like, okay, this person right here can rebuild S.H.I.E.L.D. in a more better tone, like Matt said. But he's gonna be more precise. He's gonna be more open to some things than unlike Fury is.
Yeah, it's to use a sports analogy, the head coach of a football team, when that head coach retires, the assistant coach doesn't automatically become head coach.
Nope.
Right.
You don't hire from second rank. Not in organizations like that, because there are people who are very, very good at supporting other people, and there are other people who are very, very good at making the hard choices at the right time. And I don't think that Fury had the faith in Maria Hill to put her in charge, because most likely she would have acted like Maria Hill did in the comics,
or Nick Fury,
which is fuck everything Nick Fury did.
right?
I'm going to arrest everybody, imprison everybody, and yeah, I mean Maria
She's a
Hill
dictator.
was a fucking. She was a bitch in the comics.
She was evil and she was worse than Civil War too. She was like a dictator, really.
Oh, she was the dictator, Hill.
Yeah.
And it's possible that Nick Fury sees that in this Maria Hill, that if she's put in charge, she's just going to make bad decisions. Right. And so, supporting character. But then, of course, she ends up working for Tony, which every person around Tony is a supporting character. I don't care who you are.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I learned how to bend water.
You could be, I don't know. Okay, yes, we'll get there, Lou. We'll get there. You could be the president of the United States. If you're hanging out with fucking Tony Stark, you're listening to what Tony Stark has to say, not the other way around.
Well, yes, because he's a billionaire.
He's
a philanthropist.
I did not mute you, but it looks like you're muted, Lou.
He brings all the fun to the
He's
party.
a billionaire, playboy, superhero, philanthropist.
He's also a dick, too.
Oh, I can't hear any of you.
Well, all you can hear us. Anyways, folks.
Matt's audio went down.
Check your headphones. I don't see them light. There they're lighting up.
Well, on with the rest of the show.
Right.
Well, moving on. Where do you want to go, guys?
Well, we got Sky, we got Fitzsimmons at odds again, and we learned the truth behind Mack and Bobbi's. Well, not really learned truth, but
Coulson and aside,
yeah.
I like the way Gemma took out Bobbi. That shit was cool.
That was
it was cool. But here's a side note. Why don't we talk about I don't know, Gordon?
No, I don't feel like it.
Who the fuck is Gordon?
The guy with no eyes in the teleporter. His name is
Gordon. We haven't got there yet.
We haven't got there. Relax. Chillax. Drink your Gatorade. Relax.
He needs to be referred to as Blind Man. That's how I'll remember him.
His name is Gordon. How can you forget that name?
Because he's irrelevant.
Yeah.
He's not a main character.
For the time being.
He might become a main character.
I can remember all those names, even for the supporting characters. So
anyways, we didn't calm down. Drink your Gatorade.
You remember names.
I'm a lot of Gatorade. That's probably why I'm cranky.
You're the name guy. We come to you for names.
Exactly. It's like Misfits.
We call them other things.
You're like
we'll leave the real names for you, and me and Isaiah and Matt, we call them, side note names.
Right. Besides, you're like Simon of Misfits. You know all the names, and we're like Nathan. We can't remember nobody's names.
But
I remember the names only for one simple reason. I get invested in the characters.
Oh, dear Jesus. We do not care.
I ain't got time for that.
You know what other character I got invested in? Commander Adama.
That's right. Commander was the shit.
He was a dick, too.
God damn it.
Yes,
you played Adama on Battlestar Galactica.
No one cares, Whedon. We're moving on, Whedon.
Yeah.
Anyway.
In any case,
he was in charge of a ship, so he's still a Commander Adama.
His name is Commander. His name is Commander Gonzalez.
Enough of that.
We could sit here and argue about this for a long time. That'll be good. Won't it?
That'd be great. It would be boring.
In any case, so they end up, in theory, taking over the entire ship, though they don't actually show them succeeding in that, but we have to assume that they did. And now we go to the current timeline story. And the current timeline story basically starts with Bobbi Morse showing up. But that's not what we see at first. What we see is Coulson, Mack, and Lola. Where from the beginning of the freaking episode, Coulson is playing Mack like a violin.
He is. He wasn't stupid. He's like, come on now. Coulson already knows. He's becoming like Nick Fury. He already knows. Like, I already know.
Yeah, basically. And so basically he's letting Mack look under the hood. He calls Mack out on the fact that Mack's already looked under the hood and that he knows Lola. And it's like, look, motherfucker, I know you put something in that fucking Lola car. Like, just tell me what it is. Just tell me. Like,
But no, he'll be a dick about it.
Well, that's just it. Is as far as Mack was concerned, he was being honest. He was telling the truth. He's loyal to S.H.I.E.L.D. He's just loyal to the real S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah.
Well, he's loyal to the real S.H.I.E.L.D., quote unquote. Which I don't know.
I think it's kind of funny. I think it's funny that whenever he says that, like, we're working for the real S.H.I.E.L.D., how he puts emphasis on the real, going like, yeah. I mean, I don't even think. I mean, I think the way you say it like that just proves that you know it isn't the real S.H.I.E.L.D.
No,
So,
he said, exactly. Like this. When keeping it real goes wrong, that's what happened. When keeping it real.
I was thinking something very similar. It's like on VH1, you're not watching the world, you're watching the real world. And that's how you know that shit is fake. That's how you know that shit is fake.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they put emphasis on the real, like, dude, why you gotta say real? If you know yourself, you are S.H.I.E.L.D. There's no point in saying real S.H.I.E.L.D.
But see, here's the thing.
The real S.H.I.E.L.D.
You have two S.H.I.E.L.D.s who are now supposedly combating each other, who are having their own internal civil war. You have the quote-unquote real S.H.I.E.L.D. versus Coulson's S.H.I.E.L.D.
Right.
The real S.H.I.E.L.D. versus the real S.H.I.E.L.D.
They have two different viewpoints, and that's why they're going to keep battling each other. Talk about, well, I think my viewpoints are better. No, I am Commander Adama. My viewpoints are better.
But you know what has to happen. You know what's going to end this, right? And it's probably going to happen within the next episode or two.
Someone
he's going to show up, and he's going to tell Commander Adama, shut the fuck up, fall in line, and don't tell anyone else I'm alive.
Right. As simple as that.
Could you not be more obvious, Matt? Fury's going to show up.
He has to show up. He has to.
They still do.
Because here's the thing. Coulson knows that Fury is alive, but Adama Gonzalez still thinks that he's dead.
You know what? I will accept that name. Adama Gonzalez, I will accept that name.
They have to tie in Age of Ultron by April 28th.
Yes.
So Nick Fury showing, or any one of the Ultron members, the cast shows up on the 28th, one way or another, to tie it into the movie. That's where this is heading. And I actually agree with Matt that it most likely would be Fury, because Fury doesn't mind coming to play a role on TV. He actually
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson. He's done it before, and I assume
he loves the character. He really does.
Just show up, go, shut the fuck up, listen to him. I'm gone. Don't tell anyone else I was here.
And I'm
now headed back to Paris.
Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna be chilling like. I'm gonna get some
I heard about this bicker about two siblings that want daddy's affection. So how about this? Coulson's the favorite. You do what Coulson says. Shut the fuck up. I'm gone now. Don't tell anybody I was here.
Well, he wasn't really a favorite. He hates S.H.I.E.L.D. because of the Project Insight and the whole running of S.H.I.E.L.D. His own point of view.
That's one thing that I noticed about what Gonzalez said in this episode, saying like, you need to remember that Project Insight was Fury. It was Fury's. Yeah, I was like, no, it wasn't.
Who was a Gonzalez?
No, it wasn't. I mean, no, it was Pierce. It was Pierce's idea. Pierce came up with Project Insight.
Right, and guess who stopped it? Nick Fury and his friends. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Nick Fury supported the idea, but then more information came out, and it's like, okay, I'm not sure about this now, and he backed away from it, and it got him.
And that was just it. Is what was actually said. What was actually said was Project Insight took down S.H.I.E.L.D. And the response, of course, was no, fucking Hydra took down S.H.I.E.L.D.
Basically.
That's the big fucking difference.
Right, Hydra did this to us.
So
like
basically
guns don't kill people kill people.
Basically what Gonzalez is saying is that Project Insight took down S.H.I.E.L.D., basically saying that if Project Insight hadn't happened, that S.H.I.E.L.D. would still be in state. It's like, yeah, that's true. But what about the Hydra agents that would have still been undercover within S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah.
Hydra would have still been in hiding,
doing their thing.
And that leads me to my next part. Oh, wait, no, not my next part. Damn it, I want to get to this part so bad. But first, we got to get to the fight. Fucking Bobbi Morse gets the fucking toolbox, and there's May. And that was an awesome fucking 45 seconds or so.
Her little tick baton thing is very useful.
Her
It
what?
is.
It's got like a metal cutter, and then
Yeah.
on the other side it has a magnet,
Yeah.
and then at the other side you could use it to beat someone's ass with.
Yeah, but I'm surprised.
You said 3 sides there, while a baton only has 2.
Oh, shut up.
He's been hanging out with Bruce Wayne a little too much.
Don't you mean Captain America?
If you're talking batons, you're talking either Nightwing or Oracle. But in
I
any
wasn't
case,
talking about the baton. I was talking about the utility of the baton, how it can
Oh.
become more than one weapon.
yeah, again, Nightwing or Oracle. Just saying.
Anyways,
Batman.
In any case,
Yeah.
that fight was fucking awesome, and neither one of them were very happy when the other one was standing because they just kept knocking each other the fuck down, like over and over and over again. And of course, like that fight ended with the Cavalry fucking winning. I mean, well, until Bobbi Morse cheated.
yeah, she cheated like. Yeah, and then she got knocked out by Simmons. That was cool
Also,
too.
that took place in that whole scene was Mack still is a human.
Mm-hmm.
Because he could have easily let Fitz get hurt, but he protected Fitz and took the brunt of that wall explosion.
Yeah, you're jumping ahead. You're jumping ahead.
It was all on the same tied in together.
No, you're jumping ahead. We have to talk about Simmons. Simmons taking down Bobbi Morse.
That was cool.
Well, we kind of did, but audio was a little messed up.
Was so perfect.
It was.
And that's just it. Is Simmons last year could not have done that. Simmons working for Hydra for a bit, undercover working with Hydra. I think that is kind of what made it to where she could actually lie straight to Bobbi Morse's face, and then take her out using her brain. That was awesome.
That was cool. Like surprise, motherfucker.
All bullshit aside, I honestly thought watching it, I was like, okay, does she not know that Bobby's a traitor? Because she just played it off beautifully.
Yeah, she did.
Oh,
she
I just need to get something. 1 second. Kept digging around. Oh, here it is. Hold that. Oh, I need one more thing.
Hold that.
Big fault.
Hey, what now? Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, basically.
Somebody needs to do that. Somebody needs
Surprise,
to do some
motherfucker.
editing on YouTube and shows that scene, and then right when Bobby gets knocked out, goes like, "Surprise, motherfucker!"
That'd be dope over there, like surprise, motherfucker.
So
okay,
so we end up having that take out Bobbi Morse, and then of course right around then is when Mack ends up saving Fitz. He's telling Fitz, he's all like, I'm not gonna hurt you. No matter what happens, I'm not gonna hurt you, but don't do that. I'm sorry, if I were Fitz, I'd be like, wait, what are the consequences if I do that?
Right.
There are no consequences? You know what, motherfucker, I'm gonna do that.
Right.
Well, no. It says, I'm going to do that, and it's like, well, the consequences are, well, you're going to get hurt. I'm just not going to be the one to hurt you. So, yeah.
Right. But at the same time, I hate when you try to justify, like, we're doing this for the real shield. Like,
That's a
motherfucker,
good point.
you're doing a rogue agency. So
There we go again with that emphasis on the real.
We have to say
but
real.
Look, Deanno's question actually poses a good theory here. The real shield is such bullshit. How can they make that claim when the only thing they've been doing is spying on Coulson and group?
Exactly. That's actually a good point too. It's like, dude, you haven't called Coulson you haven't called him at all. What the hell?
I have to agree with that. We didn't end up covering that earlier because we were doing the. I don't know if you saw it, Deanna, but we were talking about how it can't be the real shield because they were being traitorous bastards and ignoring their orders. So how can they be the real shield? But that is true as well. Is that so far it seems all they've been doing is fucking watching the other shield.
Yeah, for no reason. Like, hey, watch out for those other guys over there. We're not gonna watch one for Hydra. We're just gonna watch Coulson. Okay, never mind. Watching Coulson. Don't fight the evils over there. Okay.
Okay, so they've taken over the base. Of course, I totally was expecting kind of a Die Hard situation to go on with all of a sudden I forgot her name.
Melinda?
Thank you. I was having a brain fart. I took a nap right before all of this, so don't mind. My brain isn't on all cylinders. But yes,
We
Melinda
know.
May, like running around the place. I was really hoping that would happen.
What'd you do? You want to get on the walkie-talkie and say "Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker"?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Her
God,
crawling
that'd
through
be
the
so
air
awesome.
vents. Her crawling through the air vents.
Or you just
Like, yeah, I was really hoping.
Hey, all bullshit aside though, but that was one really fast elevator.
that was like,
Oh
God,
yeah, it was.
I was like, holy shit.
that was faster than I don't know what. I mean, I've been on those type of rides before too. Like, damn, that's kind of fast too. It's like, am I in Disney World? Oh, it must be Disney World. Damn Universal. Anyways,
And then the last thing that Melinda May has a chance to do is warn Sky. So I think we're ready to start talking about what's going on with Sky. What's going on with Sky is almost nothing.
well,
That whole,
Come on,
that
come
whole
on.
Sky
Gordon.
cabin was cool, dude.
it was
She put
cool.
her fist up against the Hulk's fist.
That was kind of cool. Like,
Because you know damn well, while I was watching, I'm like, oh, there's only one person with a fist that fucking big that
and that's strong.
no, he can't break this shit neither.
Right. That's really much a good cabin right there. If it can withstand the Hulk's rage and anger, yeah, she's in a good place now.
I don't know. That's just it. Like when I first saw that. Now that I think about it, because they did call it the house that Banner built. But when I first saw it, they hadn't used that phrase yet. So for me, I just thought that Captain America had hit it so damn hard that there ended up being repercussions coming from his hand, and it just expanded. But now that I think about it, afterwards they called it the house that Banner built. So yeah, that does make sense that would be the Hulk's fist.
Because he built it, because it's like it keeps the Hulk in permanently, in a way, until I get it controlled, which would be never.
That's actually pretty cool, and you know what that makes me think is, what if Banner needs that house? Is he gonna fucking bunk in the next bed next to Sky? Like, you would
Probably
think
so.
that would be in a very important house for Bruce Banner.
Like,
Unless they
imagine
make
it like
multiple
this,
of them.
like there is like Sky's like maybe sitting at her chair, talking to somebody on the computer or just surfing the web, and then there's like a door. The door starts to open. She looks up, and then it's Bruce Banner walking in, and she's going like, and he goes like, "Who are you?" It's just like, "Hi, I'm Sky," and it's like, "Oh, okay, yeah." Yeah, that kind of fucked up there. I kind of messed up my own joke. Never mind.
Yeah, you did. You suck, Whedon.
Yeah.
No, but that would be pretty funny. Like, Bruce Banner goes, you might want to leave.
Right.
Just saying, I've been, I had this itch on the bottom of my foot, and it's really been pissing me off lately.
Right.
Or, me and Betty Ross had a little ta-ta-ta, and I've got some burning down there, and it's really been upsetting me.
But again,
Hey, but
But
thinking
again,
back to it, that house was at the end of the Incredible Hulk movie.
that was.
Was it?
Was
No,
that
it
the-
wasn't.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Not the
Remember
same.
when he was in that house meditating?
Yes,
Yeah, I remember
this
that.
house. This house, the one that Sky was in, was clearly in the United States, while the house that Bruce Banner went into at the end of the Incredible Hulk was in Canada.
Well, we don't know that it's
Completely different
clearly
locations.
Yeah, we don't know it's in Canada. We don't know
We
it's
don't
in
know
Canada.
that it was clearly in the United States, but I will
Right.
check out that scene and verify. We'll see. But in any case, so we have blind guy. I forgot his name.
He's a superpowered daredevil.
All right. His
He's
name is
blinding.
Gordon. His name is Gordon.
Does he make fish sticks?
He
Oh, no,
teleport to the bottom of the ocean, grab what
No,
he
did he
needs
work for
and
Black
teleport back
Mesa?
out.
Did he work for Black Mesa, Charles? Did he work for Black
Damn
Mesa?
it. This is
In
not
any case,
fucking
in any case,
Half-Life.
we weren't making fun of you that time, Charles. We were making fun of Gordon's name. That's all.
Yes, and Gordon Freeman.
In any
His name
case,
is Gordon.
so he shows up and he basically is the least hostile visitor that Sky is going to see for a has seen for a very long time. He basically shows up after scaring the crap out of her apparently, but
Right.
he knocks on the door and he's all like, "Hey, can I come in? Like, that cool? Like, let's chat. Can I take a seat?"
That was
She
cool.
never answers those questions. He's all like, "Can I come inside?" she asks him a question, and he's all like, okay, I guess that's a yes, and he just walks the fuck in. Like, she never tells him, yes, you can come in. Yes, you can sit down. She never says that shit. But she doesn't say no either.
Right, because Gordon seems like he was a very powerful person. Well, I don't know. We don't know yet what his powers besides teleporting, but he seems
Gordon's
like
a very zen person.
Like I said, a powerful character. Be quiet, Whedon.
Zen and power, not
in
same
any case,
thing, dude.
I said superpower. I
in any case, so he fucking shows up. He talks to this guy and says, "Hey, has S.H.I.E.L.D. treated you right? Like, I know they haven't. Like, come be with us. We'll teach you. We'll show you everything you can fucking do.
X-Men.
But it's your choice. You if you want to show up, cool. If not, cool. It's all on you. I thought that was awesome. Like,
it was.
There was absolutely no pressure. There was no creepiness about him. Other than, his eyes not being visible. But other than that, there is no creepiness about him. He didn't seem like he was trying to pull a fast one. He seems like a very cool fucking character. And I hope to see more of him, no pun intended.
Yeah, and also he reminded me of like Charles Xavier, like trying to find these mutants or Inhumans, that is. He's like, if you want help controlling your powers, hey, come to me and we all be like happy, good friends, good family. Because what he was saying reminded me just like Charles Xavier, like you be with your own kind, be with your people, be with people who have special gifts or abilities. It was like, that's pretty much what Charles Xavier says. So is Gordon the new Charles Xavier? Minus the crippleness, he's pretty much blind.
I don't know. I think he's cooler than Charles Xavier. Not with power wise, but I mean how he actually approaches it. Is Charles Xavier will show up? Not only is he talking to you, but he's talking to your fucking parents, and he's all like, "Your kid is going to be an outcast. Your kid is going to. People are going to see this, and they're going to want to hurt you." He fucking pressured those people. He's all like, "You can come with me, or you can piss off your entire fucking society." Like, your choice, dude. Like, basically. Yeah, it's my choice, but you're being a fucking dick about it.
Yeah, he's being cool and relaxed because he knows Sky's ability is very powerful, and pretty much when she gets very stressed, pretty much the world's in trouble. Like, oh god, the world's in trouble. She's stressed.
And that is the other cool part about the Sky storyline. Gordon takes off, and that's when she starts realizing that something he said is very, very true. Is everybody sees this character Sky as Quake, as someone who fucking starts earthquakes. But that is totally not the case.
Nope.
She can do all sorts of fucking crazy shit.
Vibrations.
She can affect a vibrational pulse of everything. And that includes humans. Because everything has a vibration, has basically, I'm forgetting the name of it. Well, freaking Mythbusters did a thing on it, to where you can fucking break anything if you can find the right vibration.
And also,
and she can.
And also, this is going to be from comics. I know it's not going to happen in the show at all. But Quake or Daisy, or pretty much Sky in the show, in terms of this, that she has so much control of vibrations around her that when she was fighting against Wolverine, she exploded his heart. I know I said it beforehand, but I like to say it again because it was very fucking cool. Yeah.
And what that means is done correctly, and we see a little bit of that in this episode. She's gonna fucking have at least a very close approximation to telekinesis. Yeah, I mean, she manipulated the water. She fucking stopped a bullet from coming at her, and stabbed a bunch of fucking people.
That part was hot.
That was sick.
It was. And it makes me question, between her and Gordon, which one really is the more powerful character? Because that's the sort of thing that would fucking take down the Hulk. That's the sort of thing that would fuck the Hulk up.
Well, pretty much,
we saw it in the last Hulk movie. We saw it in the last Hulk movie with the fucking sound waves.
Yeah, it broke him down.
Yeah, exactly. The Hulk had to fucking think his way out of it. Once he got one, then he was able to do the other three. But yeah, that's a lot of fucking strength right there.
Yeah, and also, she reminded me of Black Bolt a little bit. Like, well, Black Bolt's 10 times more powerful than Sky. But it's like, oh man, if we see Black Bolt on the big screen or wherever the case may be, it's like, yeah, that's that awesome. Because he's very manipulating vibration as well, but it's on a really higher level. It's on like molecule level. She's not close to that. She won't be until like the time will come when she's absolutely powerful. But that time will not come because she's not on that level. She's not truly on that level in human. She's like half-breed Inhuman. Black Bolt, if I'm correct, he is a full-on Inhuman. Yes.
But you know what also struck me interesting was the fact that she was able to take the gloves off. And I thought once the gloves went on, they were going to attach to her skin and she couldn't get them off.
Yeah,
that's what I thought fucking Simmons was going to do to her, but apparently not. Simmons started this episode very cool. Much cooler than she's been in previous episodes.
Yeah. Very true.
Because she's been a fucking bitch in previous episodes.
Oh, most definitely.
She was pretty cool throughout.
Yeah. But for some reason, she joined Weaver in the whole takeover of S.H.I.E.L.D. Well, the real S.H.I.E.L.D., not the real S.H.I.E.L.D.
She didn't join anybody. You're a fucking doctor. You work for whatever side needs help. You're a doctor. It's a Hippocratic oath. You don't choose sides if you're a doctor.
That's true, too.
And you notice that she looked at Fitz, and Fitz gave her the permission to go.
Yeah, like, get away from me. I don't like you anyways. Get the fuck away from me.
And then the episode ends with her basically going, peace, get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
They get the fuck out of there. Oh. And that is the end of the episode.
Badass.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking badass. Like, trees fucking splintered.
Yeah,
like, there was no tree anymore. Like, there was not enough fucking single block of wood to be used for a campfire, except maybe the one that went into that dude's shoulder.
Yeah,
like that's how fucking splintered.
It was like a sonic clap. It was like a sonic clap from the Hulk. Like sonic clap, like, oh shit, sound waves are broken. Ah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I mean, that was pretty fucking badass.
I would have preferred that piece of wood went through his fucking head.
Yeah, pretty much. Same here.
I thought Bobbi had said that she's an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. icers only, and yet he continues to use a gun with live ammunition.
Again, this is not S.H.I.E.L.D., dude. This is a fake-ass S.H.I.E.L.D.
He was a dick.
And, yeah, pretty much.
Oh, yeah. We've known he was a dick since he was first introduced. Didn't he say that he wanted to lock Skye up in a cage?
Yes.
Maybe. That sounds like him.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
You forgot to mention Hunter signed his contract.
I was gonna say there was that as well. Coulson ends up mentioning it near the beginning of the episode. Is that Hunter supposedly is off on his own little thing, and Coulson's all like, "Yeah, I got my own feelers dealing with that." Basically, looking for Hunter. So at the end of the episode, when he actually finds Hunter, and he's hanging out with Hunter at a fucking bar, it makes sense because it's not like just all of a sudden he always knew where Hunter was. No, he actually had people looking for him.
Right.
Looking for him.
Still cool.
For him. Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
But yeah, it was still cool though. That cool interaction between those two guys is really, really cool. And Hunter's kind of more interesting character, more interesting than Bobbi in my book, and Mack. I'm
a little disappointed in Bobbi. I really am.
Same here.
Ever since she pulled fucking Simmons out of Hydra, like I had high hopes for her, but oh well. Maybe she'll get better. Maybe Fury will show up and say, follow Coulson, and Bobbi will be like, okay, I'm following Coulson now.
And he also said, I gave you direct orders to join that ship, remember? Shit. Yeah. And I started Fury, but I got talked out of it. Well, I talked some people out of it, so yeah, it's my fault.
It's very possible that the reason Fury told them to blow that shit up, is not only to keep it out of the hands of Hydra, but to keep it out of the hands of people who would use that weapon for ill gains, such as maybe someone in this fucking real S.H.I.E.L.D. group.
Yeah, so it's kind of stupid. Like, hey, make sure Hydra doesn't get either. That means also S.H.I.E.L.D. too. Destroy the fucking ship. Yeah. That's why Captain America destroyed the Hell carriers, because no one can have them because they're built by. Yeah. It's just not right.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So, do we have any wild speculations?
Whedon.
I got nothing.
Of course.
No, I think Joss Whedon knows what's going on, so Joss Whedon's brother knows exactly what's going on, so he's not allowed to give wild speculations.
Wow, that's true. That's a joke that hasn't been done in a while.
Well, it will be now, since the 8...
I figured I'd bring back the classics.
Yeah, the classics, the classical days.
Anyone with a wild speculation?
I do.
I already said my speculation, and that is we are seeing Fury, and Fury's going to put a kibosh on this real S.H.I.E.L.D. shit.
Well, my speculation is, folks, and pretty much it might happen anyways, we're going to see more Inhumans. We're going to see some more cool ones. More like on Skye's level. Like, they're powerful, but they know how to control their powers. So we're gonna get some more emphasis on the Inhuman storyline, and also Sky controlling her powers, becoming like something more greater than what S.H.I.E.L.D. wants her to be. Something like, oh, she's gonna be a real superhero. She might join the Avengers or some other team out there. Maybe, I hope so.
That would be interesting. That would be interesting. I would love to see an Inhumans Academy. Like, basically, you see all these fucking people with all these different powers, just fucking battle rooming it like they do in the X-Men Mansion.
Oh my God!
Just going at each other, like trying to blow the shit out of each other,
Marvel,
and training themselves to fight.
Yeah, Marvel, make that show. Marvel, if you're looking at us, listen to us, make that show. Inhumans Academy.
Exactly. And that would also be awesome. Is you could make that its own fucking show.
Yeah, pretty much. You're gonna have a human movie. We should have it a human academy. That's like making money right there. That's like making money.
Bam.
Wow, I should get. Where's my check?
So you need to send your royalty checks to Geeks of the Round LLC here in Reno, Nevada. We are registered. Check us out, geeksoftheround.com. You can also give us a call at 1-801-609-4687. That is 1-609-801-GOTR. I did that by memory. I'm pretty sure I got it. And also check out the website, geeksoftheround.com, youtube.com/geeksoftheround. You need to like us. You need to subscribe to us. Wherever those fucking buttons are, I have my screen reversed, so I always get it mixed up. And check us out. We're about to record our The Flash hangout, so check us out for that as well. All right, we'll see you next time, and thank you for watching. Peace.
Bye-bye.